Good morning, students. My name is K.Amuthan. I am going to tell you about computer architecture. Cloud computing architecture. Assistant Professor CT, SNS College of Arts and Science. So, what is cloud computing? As we know, cloud computing technology is by both small large organizations is store information in cloud and access it from anywhere at a time. If the information stored in cloud or data stored in cloud, we can access it any time. So it's anywhere at a time from the internet connections. Cloud computing architecture. The cloud computing architecture is divided into the following two parts. One is front end and another one is back end. So cloud computing architecture is two components. One is front end, another one is back end. So the below diagram shows the architecture of cloud computing. What is the front end? The front end is nothing but it is a client infrastructure. The client infrastructure and back end is management security. So whatever you want, whatever information you need, you just store in the runtime cloud infrastructure. So the application and service all are stored in management security. That means back end. The client infrastructure is front end. In between, the two front end back end are connected at the one point at internet. So this is the diagram shows architecture of the cloud computing. So two components, front end, that's the client infrastructure, and back end as the management security. It manages the application and service and all other information stored in runtime infrastructure. So what is the front end? The front end is used by the client and it contains the client interface and application that are required to access the cloud computer platforms. The front end includes web servers. The front end is nothing but web servers. Web servers, it including Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, all other thin and fan clients, tablets and mobile devices. It's a web server. Whatever we can search through it, front end we can access. So front end is used by the client. It contains client-side interface and applications that are required to access the cloud computing platform. It's a platform. What is the back end? The back end used by the service provider. It manages all resources. It's a server. It's like a Google server. It resources that are required to provide cloud computing service. It includes huge amount of data storage, security mechanism, virtual machines, deploying models, servers and traffic control mechanism, etc. So the two components, one is front end and another one is back end. So what are the components of cloud computing architectures? The client infrastructure, there are following components of cloud computing architecture: client infrastructures, application and service. The application may be the software or platform. The service, a cloud service manages which type of service you access. The client infrastructure is a front-end component. That means GUI, graphic user interface, to interact with the cloud. So client infrastructure is a GUI format, graphic user interface formatted, which is used to interact with the cloud. Applications may be software platform, service, which service you need, require. So the cloud computing offers the following type of service. Software as the service. Software as the, it also known as cloud application service. Example, Google Apps, Salesforce, Dropbox, HubSpot, Cisco WebEx. Platform as a service. It known as cloud platform service. It's quite similar to SaaS, platform as a service. It provides platform for the software creations, but using SaaS, we can access the software over the internet without need of any problem. Example, Windows Azure, Force, then Magneto Commerce Cloud, OpenShift. So three types of services. One is software as a service, SaaS, and platform as a service, PaaS. Then the third one is infrastructure as a service, cloud infrastructure service. It is responsible for managing application like a middleware and runtime environment, example Amazon Web Service, Google Computer Engine, and Cisco Metapod. Next, runtime cloud. Runtime cloud provides execution of runtime environment. Then storage is most important components of the cloud environment. Next, what is the infrastructure? Host level, application level, in network level. This is the infrastructure. Management is used to manage components such as application, service, runtime client. Security. The security is an inbuilt back-end component of cloud computing. Internet. The internet is medium through which front end and back end can interact and communicate with each other. Students, how does cloud computing work? Assume that you are an executive at a very big corporation. Your particular response include to make sure that all your employees have the right hardware and software need to do the jobs. To buy computers for everyone is not enough. You also have a purchase software as well as software license, and then provide these software by employee as they require. Whenever you hear a new employee, you need to buy a software or make sure your current software license allow another user. It's so complicated that you have to spend lots of money. But there may be an alternate executive like you, so instead of installing a software for each computer, you just need to load one application. That application allowed to employee to log in into web-based service, which hosts all the program users that require his or her job. Remote server owned by another company will run everything from email to word processing. So cloud is nothing but we can access, we can use the service provided, operating system we can use from the cloud. So students, this is the architecture. So assessment, what is the cloud computing, what is the components of cloud computing, explain service of a cloud computing. Next time we will meet another topic. Okay, thank you very much.